Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today I am with Al in Japan. Hello, Al.
Hi, good to be here. Looking forward to it.
I'm glad to be with Al in Japan because today's beer is with beer. So this is a beer from Sapporo, and it is called Sapporo with beer, and it is a with the beer or white ale. So, and that's the only reason I can assume they named it. Be another reason, which I'll talk about in a second. But it is a wit beer, Belgian style, and 4.5%. Don't know the international bittering units on this one. The ingredients include barley malt, wheat malt, hops, coriander seed, and orange peel. These are all typical ingredients for the style, for sure. The hops are Shinshu Sasai, a variety of Shinshu hops, which I'm not familiar with, and Zatz, the typical Czech Pilsner hop. And the other aspect of with was that they designed this beer in collaboration with 20-year-old employees and 20-year-old or 20-something students at Chuo University in Tokyo, and also young employees at Sapporo. And they interviewed them about what they really want in a beer. As you may know, young Japanese are not drinking as much as they used to, and they're not going out with their bosses to do business drinking and that sort of thing. They prefer to spend time doing other things that they like. And breweries have certainly taken notice of this trend, and they're trying to draw back young people into the beer scene. And another collaboration is with a singer named Novel Bright, who I do not know, but if you go to the Sapporo, I'll put a link to the website. You can check out his video. Great beer.
Yeah, they actually have the information, right? You can kind of check it the QR code there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a QR code. You can get in touch with Novel Bright's music, and rate beer, no ratings at all, and it is listed. And Untapped, there were 134 ratings, and the average was 3.18. And on Untapped, as you know, Untapped is unmoderated, and of course, so there's often duplicates, and there is in the case of this one. There's another listing for with beer white ale, and that one has 54 ratings, and the average is a little bit higher, 3.32. So, and maybe, who knows, maybe by tomorrow there will be another listing under a different name. But this cost 206 yen at the convenience store, not terribly expensive, $1.31 in US dollar terms, and €1.20. So, okay, so what do you think, Al? Should we give this a try? You're familiar with the style, right? White ale, of course.
Right. Yeah. So, well, I'm curious. Since it has coriander and orange peel in it, yeah, it should be a nice, refreshing beer. It's 4.5%. So let's go ahead and try it out and see what we get here.
Those of you who are maybe not so familiar with the style, you may have seen Hoegaarden in the stores or in the bars. It's probably the most widespread white wit beer in the world, Hoegaarden, and it's kind of a benchmark for the style, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, kind of a yellowish color here, I guess. I've got better light on this side. Yeah. Got a decent head. The head tends to cling. I guess that having the wheat in there, of course, makes the head tends to, foam tends to hang on a little longer.
Yeah, mine is not hanging on much, but you have a better glass, I think, for the style than I do. Yeah, for sure. So it is very, very pale blonde color with some aroma. What you get? What you got there?
Well, it does have aroma. Yes. It's much toned down compared to our last beer. I get kind of a nice light citrus.
Yeah, something lemony.
Kind of a lemony. Yeah.
Mm.
You know, kind of very friendly, not
some wheat in
nothing
there,
harsh about it. Yeah.
There's a bit of wheat. Coriander?
I think
much.
maybe in the background a bit.
Maybe a bit, yeah. Okay.
A little restrained, yeah. Okay.
Okay, now the coriander's there.
It's pretty light, but it's got the coriander's there, yeah.
It is there. Very light, you're right. Very light bodied. Wheat beer style should be, I think, kind of medium bodied. Not too heavy, of course, but it shouldn't be watery.
Yeah, this one fades out about midway through. It definitely is, you know, in the right area. It's got it starts out, I think, pretty well. It does kind of peter out a little on the second half of it.
Coriander's there. I mean, you get it certainly by mid palate. It really kind of takes up a bit. It's not
I think in fact the coriander and the orange peel kind of hang in there for a while, but the rest of it kind of gets a little bit, I don't know, it fades out fairly quickly.
Yeah.
No, the bitterness, the bitterness is kind of hanging on. It's not bad.
No, it's tolerable. To me, it tastes like a kind of a baby wheat beer. You know, it has the characteristics of the style, but it's certainly not flexing any muscles there with them at all.
Yeah. Again, yeah, I guess it's one of those things that you can kind of justify the summer. You can justify a lot with Japanese summer, and that is the lighter the style, just the easier it goes down.
Yeah, this is a summer. It was released in June 25th.
Okay.
So that's about 3 weeks ago or so.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Rate Beer doesn't have any ratings on it, because generally it's just my bias, but I think Rate Beer, the raters do a better job of notes, and it is refereed. So unfortunately, it's maybe just not as it's not as popular as Untapped, but
no, Untapped always has 100 times more reviews, and all you have to do on Untapped is put in, click 1 to 5. Circles.
Yeah, the scores. You don't have to have any notes at all. So in that way, it's
some people do put them, but other people, just put the basic numbers and that's it. And as I said, it's not moderated, so you get duplicates. So there's over 200 ratings, but it's split up among 2 different beers. So
yeah, I'm getting that lemon character is definitely. I think it's more lemon than orange that I get kind of carrying through in the flavor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think the peel and the coriander blend nicely, but it's not overwhelming.
Yeah, it's it's $1.60, so I guess it's one of those things that if you're on a budget, but you want something that's a little bit different, or maybe nicer than a lot of Japanese beers at that price, it's not bad, I would say.
Sure.
But in fact, well, actually, for 200 yen, what would you put up? Yeah, 206. So what other beers at about that price level would you recommend something over this?
I think most standard lagers from a Japanese major are around 200, maybe 210, 15, something like that. So and some of them are occasionally even down below 200 yen. So.
Yeah, the Masters. I like that one Kirin beer, the one that recently came out. That was pretty good. Now, we didn't review that, did we? I don't think.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember the name of that. They were really pushing that one too. The blue can.
Yeah, the bluish can. I thought it was really good. I
It was
thought
pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
a lot
I
of
liked it.
people looking at the notes also, I know you rated it on Rate Beer, and yeah, I think the scores were pretty good for that, and I think
Yeah, I think so.
justified. So that was it was, I have to admit they did something a little different, and it was, as part of the regular lineup. I think they did well with that one.
And that was like
For
their first
beer.
new beer in over 17 years or something like that.
Gosh, yeah, that's kind of
Guinea
crazy.
doesn't put
Yeah.
out new stuff a lot. So yeah,
Yeah.
first regular
Yeah.
new beer. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Nice.
they're conservative and they were testing it for 5 years or something like that.
Probably, yeah. So this one, is very approachable, and there's kind of a stereotype in Japan that wit beers are for women because they're light and fruity and not heavy and hoppy and that sort of thing. But I think this is acceptable for certainly anybody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think that's
Rating number, Al? What would you say?
Boy, this is a little bit tough. I like it better. I like the fact that they're doing the style. Yeah, versus more genuine versions.
Well, yeah.
It's lacking. So maybe is it 3.2 too high possibly?
I would probably give this a 3.
You think
I don't know.
3?
It's
Yeah.
acceptable, but it's not such an interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a choice between this and, did I ever mention Asahi Super Dry? Oh, I think I did.
Often mention Asahi Super Dry.
I don't know how that happens. They always weasel their way into the discussion.
Somehow it's in the back of your mind. I don't know.
I'm traumatized for life. But yeah, I think that, if you had a choice, pick this. It's more interesting. That's what I would say. It's definitely more interesting. So
kick in the face or this beer, then take the beer, right?
It's kind of a.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Al. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Once again, it's called Sapporo with beer. And you can pick it up in the convenience stores or liquor shops these days. Not sure how long it'll be around, but it is a good beer, 4.5%.
Yeah.
Nice little summer beer for the heat.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. It is a limited edition. So yeah, if you see one and you're here in Japan during this hot time, what the hell? Pick one up just for the heck of it.
All right. It'll
give you an insight into what they're trying to do. Yes. Thank you.
Ciao.
Well, thank you.
Be good.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.